feet hurt? Are your shoes uncomfortable? Well, AMI has a solution for you. Stay tuned for quick and easy tips to save your feet from the aches and pains that beautiful shoes can bring. It's ridiculously easy.
Hi guys, Lana here from AMIClubwear.com, and today I'm going to show you a few easy ways to make your favorite pair of shoes more comfortable, or those shoes that you absolutely love but aren't the most comfortable wearable. So stick around and I'm going to show you some quick and easy ways to make that happen. Alright guys, so I have a few different pair of shoes laid out here. I have some open-toed, some closed-toed, some strappy, and then just a different variation of closed-toed shoes. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you all the different kind of goodies that we have for your shoes. These are just like standard ball of the foot little pads. So these can go in pretty much any of the pair of shoes. The one great thing about these is that I think it's made out of silicone, I believe. But you can just trim them. So you just grab a regular pair of scissors, you can trim them up to fit whatever shoe you need. This stuff is amazing. This is, it's kind of like sticky foam if you've done any crafting, that sticky back foam, but it's in like a little tape dispenser. So what you do is you kind of just find the spot. There's a lot of times you get a pair of shoes and everything's perfect, and then after you're wearing them for a couple hours you realize this little spot on your shoe is rubbing and it just gets really uncomfortable where it'll probably blister. This stuff is perfect for that. It has a little cutter involved, a cutter built in, so you just pull out as much as you need, you hit the little button and it cuts off the strip for you. And these last two are heel liners. So we have two different variations. These are a thicker foam, and then we have a different variation. I think these are just like a rubbery silicone material. These are a little bit thinner. So I'm just going to start from the beginning and we're going to put some in the shoes and show you how it works. We'll start with these little guys, and we're going to do them in the open-toed. The one great thing about these little guys is sometimes when you have an open toe like this, your toes tend to slip out as you walk. So this isn't it's gonna make it more comfortable for you, but it's also gonna help keep your feet in your shoe from slipping out. So all you do is these, sometimes they have a little, like a sticky back so you peel off the sticker. These don't, which is kind of good because you can move them from shoe to shoe. All you're gonna do is pretty much insert it. On this one, you probably don't have to cut it. It looks like it's gonna fit pretty well. But I would go ahead and try it on, and all that does is just basically sits right there. So it's gonna relieve the pressure on the ball of your foot. You might need to trim a little bit depending on how the shoes fit in the front, just so it doesn't stick out. You don't want it to show under your feet. So that guy goes in like that, and then this guy, flip it around. Oh, I did it backwards. Goes in just like that. And again, if you need to, you can just trim those up to fit whatever shoe you need. Okay, next, just a regular pair of classic pumps. If you notice on these, see how that little edge of the heel kind of kicks in a little bit? That tends to be uncomfortable after a while, unless you've broken them in and worn them in where that gets soft. But a great thing for this are these little sticky foam pads. So what you're gonna do is on these, they have a little backing on it, so you're just gonna peel that off. Toss that in the trash. And depending on where you need it, you can place it higher or lower in the heel. But for us, we're gonna try to do it closer to the top just so that it keeps from this part kind of digging into the back of your hair. So give me a second, I'm gonna put these in. And all you do is basically push that in so it sticks to the shoe, just like so. One cool thing about these guys though, this is just another variation that's going to hug your heel, is this has this little rubbery sticky back, so you peel off the little plastic. We'll go ahead and do these in these guys right here. These, depending on the material that you're sticking it to, can be reusable. So the one thing with this is that stick it's pretty sticky, so once it's in there, it's probably not going to be reusable. So on these, I recommend getting a couple pairs just to know that you're going to keep them in your shoes. This, they say it's worked for me a few times. If you get warm water, sometimes it'll get like fuzz and stuff on it that keeps it from sticking. If you just run it under the warm water and let it air dry, it'll regain its stickiness. Doesn't always work, but it's worth a try if you need to use them for another pair of shoes. Same thing, you're going to find this and just place it right in the heel wherever is rubbing on you to make it a little bit more comfortable. Another great thing about these is the shape is It's a little bit curved, but it's still pretty much straight. So if you did need to, you could line the inside of your shoe. Even on something like this, you can cut little pieces since it is sticky and just put it in wherever you need it. One thing that I have found is we got all of our stuff at Walgreens. Some of these are about like $7. This stuff I think is about around $11, which is pretty pricey if you ask me. I have found these little ball of the foot and the little heel, the Hug My Heels liners at the dollar store. So you could get 7 of them for the price that you're going to pay for one of these packs at CVS or Walgreens. So that's something to think about. They don't always have them, so I do recommend when you see them, like I do, I stock up. I'll buy like 10 of them just so I have enough. And let's see about this tape stuff, which is really cool. Strappy heels like this are amazing. Their single sole shoes are really in style right now. But on the strap, so on a lot of these, this strap right here is really what's holding your shoe on. Sometimes they're a little bit loose down here, so they'll wiggle a little bit. But they tend to cut in the corners. The strap sometimes will get a little bit uncomfortable. So what you'll do is, like say on this bottom strap, this has a little perforated ridge in it, so you can just rip it if you need to make it thinner, which we will have to do. So let's say that this whole strap is kind of irritating. So you're just going to cut off the whole piece, and this actually might fit pretty perfectly under there. And the one good thing is the color matches, so you're not going to notice. I'm not quite sure if they make this in different colors. So if say your shoe's black, I would just recommend trimming the edge so it doesn't stick out from underneath the strap. So same thing, peel that off. And on this, the placement is going to be kind of crucial, so you're wanting to make sure you take your time and get it on there correctly. So I just went ahead and lined the whole strap so that way any part that rubs, it's not going to be a problem. And you can't even tell that there's anything on there. Okay, so now we're going to line the strap right here that's actually going to go around the ankle. The one thing to be careful about is where the little puncture holes are that are going to attach your strap. Just make sure that you don't go over that because it's going to make it difficult to get your shoe on. So because this strap is a little bit thinner, I'm going to go ahead and kind of use that little perforated edge and rip this in half. It's super easy, it just rips right in half. And stick this right on the inside edge. And like I said, just kind of put the shoes on, walk in them a little bit, and you'll pretty quickly feel what's going to be uncomfortable, so you know what to pad. And sometimes the best bet is just to pad the whole strap so then you don't have to worry about it. But if you're limited with supplies, I would just suggest putting them on, seeing where it's going to rub or be uncomfortable, and just go ahead and put the foam there. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and more importantly, I hope your feet enjoyed this video. We'll have links in the description below on where you can find these products, and until next time, bye guys.
Pick up these items at a store near you, and stay tuned at AMI Clubwear's YouTube for more beauty tips, tricks, and deals.